Don't hesitate to have a rummage around. Goodbye. May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Ah, Your Excellency. We were eagerly awaiting your arrival. Sister Eugenia was...
These relics, it all demonstrates merging the...
These discuss... But they also... We must... Could...
The cavern, it fraud. The entry. We just.
The tap. He simply. The relic, the political. And who is.
It seems that you only see the negative aspects. By integrating some of the natives' beliefs, you could build an alliance with them.
It is a good argument, Your.
I would also.
But I fear.
Your he prays Saint.
You surprise. Yet your does.
Keeping.
What? Thank you. After much thought, I have decided it best to sign our nation.
But you.
Enough, my dear.
I cannot keep.
It would be. Your ex and I. It would be.
Of course. Hello, Commander.
Lord Desade. And Kurt. I believe I should be thanking
It is your upright and honourable nature. Perhaps sometime in the future you'll curse me for having...
I hope not. How can I be of service to you?
We are here to talk to you about a document we found...
A letter, signed by Major Herman. Sieglinder.
Herman. When will this... I could court-martial him, but you...
I know. He'd probably get away with it. No. We thought...
You...
If he'd been caught as Torsten's...
I don't, but promise.
You have my...
And you need...
It seems-
In fact, Here you go.
Thank you for doing
You...
What do you want now?
We have come to discuss...
No.
Who... May he... What could... One of... What do you think? I'm surprised. Nothing.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice. You won't be disappointed. That I can assure you.
Yes. What can I do?
Sir,
I wasn't
we're looking for... I see.
If we-
Why is...
anything.
So you need sleeping...
Anything.
We should go.
Goodbye.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. All of our products are... Don't hesitate to have a rub. Goodbye. May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing. Come closer. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to have a rummage. Goodbye. May the Enlightened always keep you. Come closer. Don't hesitate. All of our products are a blessing.
Yes.
So you need sleeping pills?
Yes, to put my...
Perfect.
When you have your man, let me know. Anything else?
We should go.
Goodbye.
Now that everything is ready, we should go find these lieutenants.
You're far from your regiment, Captain. What do you want?
We're looking for...
The
Listen,
Yeah,
really? Go!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
To my health! And death to the others!
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! May the shadow engulf our enemies! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
So, are you finally ready to tell us where we can...
We'll never tell you any.
Stop! You might
go to... Let's fight.
Here he is!
What the... Kurt? It's been so long. How did you find...
Does that...
Come with...
Don't...
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
To my health! And death to the others!
May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
You should...
Let's look... Kurt,
Yes.
what did he do?
And they say, thank you.
The valley is vast. We should get to a vantage point if we want to find this expedition.
May the enlightened protect you in this battle.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my help! And death to the other!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my help!
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Over there. Tents. This must be the expedition's camp.
A camp here, in the open wind. It was definitely set up by scholars.
Signs of combat. They were attacked. By the look of the tents and the campfire, it dates back several days. It seems they were taken prisoner. I don't see any bodies. No weapon leaves this sort of marking. Perhaps they were wielding magic.
Magic is the miracle of the enlightened. This bears resemblance with the sorcery of the natives.
Not surprising. But not enough to help us locate precisely where the scholars are now.
I agree. This is the consequence of the tragic and disgusting practices of the Bridge. Every native in their territory has revolted. We cannot know which particular clan is guilty.
This looks like scientific equipment. This must be the Lost Expedition's campsite. This looks like the journal of a naturalist. There are sketches of flora and fauna. There is no doubt. We are definitely on the trail of the Lost Expedition. It seems that one of the team kept a distance from the others. Let's see what we can discover. A trail of blood. That cannot be good. Follow it.
And death to the others! May the shadow engulf our enemies! Move away! Things are
Shadow engulf our enemies!
More blood. We're on the right path. Keep going. A corpse. The clothes cannot be mistaken. It is a scholar of the Bridge Alliance. From the looks of him, I would say he's been dead for days, as we already thought. This isn't the woman whose journal we found. There is still a chance that she remains alive.
This man was unarmed. And from the position of his body, I would say he was fleeing. It is not honor that motivates them. Maybe it was vengeance.
I'll search the body. We might find something to help us understand. Here is the isolated camp mentioned in the journal. Everything is in order, but the inhabitants are no longer there. Its position would have allowed them to escape the attack.
Isolated. Discreet. Perfect visibility. Great choice.
It is a journal. She speaks of their research, and I believe she was right. The writing stops mid...
A woman with sharp...
We must follow the tracks of the attack. They will search...
She may be part of the Alliance, but according to what she wrote...
Look, those are islanders. They might be from the clan that attacked the Bridger camp. Let's get closer.
Renaigse!
We won't let you take us.
Wait! We are not warriors, but their chief is ready to send. If you help us bring them back, you will save.
He speaks truly. Look,
All we wanted was for them to
what good is this if we must stay away from the main entrance?
pass around. There
There must be a key somewhere.
I'm not here to kill you.
Tell me then, what is your intended purpose?
We were sent to look for you.
Apologies, but allow me to express my doubts.
Well, after this little swim, you could always try to pull the trigger.
Who sent you to find me?
We were not looking for you in particular, but the entire expedition. It was Governor Burham who asked us to find you. He's worried about you. You haven't been reporting.
You should have said that straight away. I must admit, I was hoping for a rescue. Of a different nature. Do you have a name?
Desarde. I'm from the congregation.
The new governor's cousin. Who wears an islander face. I've heard stories about you. And them?
Bishop Petrus, if our young friend hadn't insisted on coming here.
Behold the chap.
Kurt. Simply Kurt. And if one of your violent fits overcomes you, rescue party or...
This is a rather odd group. I am Afra. It is rather rare to find me rolling in the marshes. I should imagine you have many questions.
We saw the site where you were attacked. What exactly?
We were taken by surprise. I had an uneasy feeling and kept myself apart. But when I heard my fellows... Most of my companions are incapable of defending themselves. One of them tried to flee. We decided to give ourselves up to a...
What has happened since the attack?
We were taken prisoner, and I was able to escape while the others were taken. I wanted to join the Bridge Alliance, so I doubled back to keep what I have been hoping to find a way to free my...
Have you made progress in your...
We were studying some quite remarkable plants when we were at... The region is rife in unknown. The local shamans know all these plants, and they... If only we had been able to converse with them rather...
Could you lead us to the village where your colleagues are being held?
Certainly, and I fully intend to participate in this rescue.
This is where the natives took your colleague?
Yes, it is here. These ruins are...
There are so many of them.
I have spied on the camp and discovered where they are being kept in the old... I would rather avoid unwarranted deaths. We should wait until nightfall and look around the camp to find a more discreet way to get inside.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. To my help. And death to the others.
I fled as they were about to lock my companions inside a cell. We're going to need a key.
The prison guards will certainly have a key.
Shadow engulf our enemies.
Locked.
Afra, come quickly. We don't thank you for your help.
Do not thank me yet.
Now, we must find a way to get out of this valley without putting my companions in danger.
Beloved, mercy, you have defeated us.
If you spare them, they will only hunt us down.
No, you have our word. We have been bested.
How can we trust you?
They are savages.
We only sought to learn where you...
Are you really going to massacre these helpless men to answer the demands of those mischievous scientists?
Very well.
Thank you, Honorable.
We are no longer in danger.
I must admit, the reason your research to find a remedy against the malak...
You speak like a true man. Then you'll be thrilled. Your heroic efforts to...
Is that right? In that case, we need to...
Very well.
Sir de Sade, I thank you sincerely for having...
Please, sir. It was you who convinced me...
Research...
Truly? This is...
Not exactly. The natives called her Tien. I heard them talk about a remedy.
Incredible. To think that we must converse with this...
We would be happy to assist in this matter, Governor.
If obtaining a remedy for the Malachor is at stake, I would be happy to...
I would like to accompany you if the... I will not miss an occasion to meet the woman who allowed...
Accorded. It is only right...
Very well. We should...
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Do it.
Your men.
Parley.
Leave this. I know you. And to do that.
That is why I am
Well, don't hold back.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Enough! I will keep the secret for myself. Neither the bridge
I hope you speak. You will find that Yerna ha kadachtas. Now leave us.
Good day.
What are you doing here? The Renaik
I seek an audience with the Mistress of Wisdom, the Tiarna.
The Tiarna is in her home. And if I knew where she was, it's not... Go away. Leave me alone now.
You spoke about a
A
great...
sacred ceremony, of course.
Well,
Your Renaik are very... If you do not honor each year one of our own, he becomes the wife. He escapes. That is a very...
Please now, I wish her no...
You speak well and say pretty...
Then, in that case...
There is much to be done in this season.
Very well.
That would be good.
Bortir. I have no idea what you want with her.
I do not seek to harm her.
I don't know where she is. You are in one of the most sacred villages of our land, and we are busy making...
Maybe I could...
Help us? During the Great Hunt. During the last hunt.
Would you like...
That would be good.
Let's take a look at these chimes. Its base is damaged. The wooden tubes can no longer hit each other. We will need to craft a new base.
You should ask Kurt for help. He is quite capable when it comes to manual tasks.
These chimes are once again in working order. Seeing where it's been hung, it isn't surprising that these chimes are making no sound. They're far too low and can't catch the wind. Now with the chimes in the proper place, they should sound like they're supposed to sound. The base of this bell is damaged. That's why it no longer makes a sound. I need to build a new one. These chimes are once again in working order. These chimes here are simply tangled. I need to untangle them without breaking them. There! Everything is in order. It will chime whenever wind blows upon the branches. Hello.
Esqueto, I know no more.
What has happened to you? Why?
My eyes have clouded.
But by the...
No one knows. I said, but I can no longer. But I...
This is absurd. You don't think that you should speak to...
If I tell them I have lost my eyes, they will sit me down. And then I was the only person...
Very well. Can you if you are certain that they are somewhere in...
But how am I to guide you?
Describe them to me.
One is a blue.
Very well. I'm back, Padir.
Yes?
I found the herbs that...
Thank you. You're... I may return to...
I will tell them that you're on...
Thank you again. But I do not wish that...
Goodbye, Padir.
Well now, Ren.
Yes.
You are very... Now you need to fight.
You are here again.
I found Padir.
Whatever made him...
That poor Padir. It seems like it would be the right time.
I thank you, Renai. You are welcome here.
Good day.
My dear Tirtamon, I have heard much talk about it. Is rare. We see few.
Do you know where I might find the mission?
Tirna.
Do you know where she might be found?
You have earned the trust of the people here by helping Padir, and I suppose that I could tell you...
What's the matter? You seem...
I am... I lost...
Perhaps I could help you.
It is a sacred stone that my miss... I had it with me when I was... Of course, the animals left me alone in the... I would gladly go and look for it. And what with the preparations and the great...
I see. I'm going to look near...
Thank you, Relax. The Tirna Hach Kadaktas.
And where could I find...
To the west of the village. Be wary.
Could you help us remember what...
On the edge, that is where I dropped...
Thank you. I must leave.
You are not welcome here tonight, sir.
I regret troubling your rest. My
Mev, daughter of Morrigan, daughter of Card.
I am an emissary. A representative of my name.
Of what cure do you speak?
I'm not. But on our continent, we have named the sickness the Malachor. And none of our doctors have been able to heal. We have heard talk from some of your people of a cure that is so powerful that it can... You would be...
You must share with us the formula. Too many...
You come here to my home, and you command me to help you.
Please forgive us, I beg your pardon. We have seen so many people die of this affliction. This miraculous cure that we have heard talk of. Could you share the formula with us?
You are either completely crazed or...
But I
do not know what you truly want from me. But I... Maybe enlighten protect me in this battle.
Watch out! Grenade!
There is residue. It looks as if something had been placed here. There is residue. It looks as if something had been placed here. These roots are so interwoven and taut that it's impossible to get through them. She passed through here, there's no doubt about it. This stone Steely has something to do with... If you have an idea...
A bomb or a potion won't be enough to destroy these. It is a rather vulgar method for locking down a passage, but I apologize.
Siora might be able to tell.
Karantz, do you need something?
Siora, we are in a bind. The Tiernahak Kadactus has fled through a passage. The entrance is sealed by roots.
A sacred passage, I am sure.
Yes, there was.
Then that's it. You need to put the right seed on the altar, and the roots will spread apart. As for knowing which seed is the right one, Her Vuglendag might know. If not, you'll need to search. But that would be disrespectful.
I'll do my best.
Anything else?
I must leave you.
Were you able to meet?
Yes.
Yes, many she must have decided.
I'm once again in need of your assistance.
You had the... If she chose to follow the sacred, why would I share with you the understanding of...
I promise that I mean her no harm. I just need to... Her help is truly necessary.
Tell me more.
My people have fallen prey to... If we do not quickly find a remedy, but the Tiernahak Kadactus can... She will know of a remedy able to heal...
Your quest seems noble. You must feed the offering ward to enter.
I need to place a seed.
Yes, you must make... I cannot tell you from which plant it is given. I will let you enter this one time.
Thank you.
Do not be so eager to thank me. As do all sacred this passage.
And why?
Have stored?
Yes.
Then you know of what
I must leave. This looks like a collection of skulls from various animals. I wonder what purpose they serve. All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage. This plant looks familiar. I saw some not far from here. Unfortunately, it's lost its seeds.
I've already come across this flower. It is very rare, even for such an island as Teofredi.
All these crushed plants and these powders. She must have been preparing a potion. It might be the miraculous remedy. To be so close and yet to have no idea what to do with all this.
With more time, I could study all of these components and perhaps...
I doubt that Ongus will give us a chance to study this. We need to find the Tiernahak. All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage. This bark is covered with little symbols. It looks like some sort of writing, though I've been led to believe the natives have no written language. I should speak with Siora when I have the chance. Perhaps she could explain what it is. I don't see any seeds here. The only clue we have is this plant. Let's try to find some other flowers. It might be their seed that opens the passage. All these flowers. Perhaps this is where the Tiernahak conduct. These flowers are similar to those we found in the dwelling of the Tiernah, and they bear
a seed to part the roots. I'll admit...
We have what we need. Let's...
Place. I'd love to have enough time to explore it. I might discover some secrets of the natives' exceptional knowledge.
We did not come to defile this place, and we do well to hurry. The Tiernahak conductors has quite the head start.
this battle! May the shadow engulf us!
A chasm. She must have jumped over it.
I need a bit of practice. I need a bit of practice.
May the shadow engulf our enemies! Your magic is running out! Take a potion! May the shadow engulf our enemies! May the shadow engulf our enemies! Be careful, my child! You need healing! May the shadow May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Your magic is running out! Take a potion! May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Grenades!
May the shadow engulf our enemies! me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies! Engulf our enemies! Protect me in this battle!
Grenade!
May the shadow engulf our enemies! Protect me in this battle!
Watch out! Grenade!
May the shadow engulf our enemies! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
I hope she didn't hide in this forest. Finding her here would be quite troublesome.
I feel as if we're being watched. We'd better be careful.
Helsin! Knock them dead!
We didn't want this fight. Why? Why?
In order to capture and extract from her what we need. To examine her. Dissect her, if necessary. You have done us a great...
Are you saying that...
Even if the creature has concocted some remedial potion, it is not the She leads the sorcerers of this island. She knows. Our scientists think that the remedy... Thank you for bringing her to us.
Do you think I'm going to allow you to
I don't think... Apologies, Excellency. But...
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
Watch out! Grenade!
Mercy! How dare you ask for mercy after attempting an assassination? After revealing you deserve nothing less.
I will not go down without her. May the enlightened protect me in the...
Tianahak, we need to bring her back to her village. We should leave right away. Is she going to survive?
Yes, she will heal. They were not shooting to kill her. And we are resistant, you know. The bond empowers us. It gives us the vigor of animals, the resilience of trees. It's undoubtedly for that reason that your alliance is so interested in us. Tianahak, he does not mean to harm you. Please, let me...
What do you want from me, Ranaikse?
We were manipulated by the Alliance. We had no idea that they sought to capture you. We believed their fable of a miraculous remedy. We killed the man that wounded you. He will hunt you no longer. And their governor will have explaining to do.
I suppose I should thank you for having pulled me from their claws and bringing me here. And to have crushed the life out of a few of these parasites. There is indeed a remedy. But I doubt that I can do anything against this sickness that you describe. I don't know it. And I don't see how I could create a remedy that would heal it.
Perhaps you could try. We are desperate.
This remedy was prepared for a precise purpose. To heal these monsters. Capture the sin. Those that do escape are in such... That's why I made this remedy. Not for your Malikor.
How can you be so sure?
Perhaps.
Enon Mil...
God of 1,000 faces. They and we are tied. Their generosity to us. After all. But...
This is strange. The two tracks that we followed have led us to the same name. Enon Mil Frictimin.
The natives consider him a god, but I am sure that there must be a rational explanation. It is, in any case, an entity with capacities that as of yet we fail to comprehend, and fail miserably. But it's ridiculous to think that he created a sickness so complex that it touches the people of the continent alone.
We know that the congregation came to this island long ago, a lot longer than we first thought. The Malakor could be a consequence of that first attempt to colonize. A curse cast at that epoch, brought back by the first defeated colonists. After all, either way, if there is something, we need to bring this news, even if we don't have a rep.
My dear cousin, come closer and...
Constantine, is it true?
This sickness is horrible, believe me. Now I understand what you're... But you have not come to hear my complaints. Speak.
Allow me to present Afra, an emissary. She is an eminent naturalist who studies local flora in an effort to...
Your Excellency, it is...
You were part of Governor Buren's lost expedition, if I've understood correctly.
Yes, and our research would have borne fruit.
I can only imagine. Nevertheless, you are most welcome. Your great learning... I implore you, my dear cousin. Do continue.
I wanted to inform you of our progress made in the attempt to discover a cure. As you advised, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which, however, they both pointed in the same direction. They call him En-on-Mil.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth?
I saw it with my own eyes. It is possible that the Malachor is the
You are referring to the sea. The entire continent is paying today.
But if it were true, he must...
Katasak, my friend.
All of the Donegada know him, but I would be surprised that he is at the origin of your sickness. He is generous and only rages when attacked and wounded.
I fear that that is exactly what we did. Cousin, I know that I ask much of you. I won't survive for much longer. Beg him. Offer him all that...
I shall do all in my power, Constantine, I promise you. I was already sent to fight a guardian under that pretext.
There is a way. En-on-Mil Frichtiman decides. Go and find Glendon, the sage of the village council of Dorhagenadu. If he deems you worthy, he will guide you. To be able to speak with him, you must present this seal. It will prove that you are the friend of a member of the council.
I had no idea that such a talisman was required.
You have not yet been named Mal. When this has come to pass, we will...
It is a symbol of great trust.
I do not wish to lose the soul who has put their life in my hands. And also, you have proven...
Thank you, Katasak. I will not forget this honor you bestow. And thank you, dear cousin.
Keyword.
Hello, my name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate Desa.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell...
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. He only accepts to meet
How can I prove that I'm the...
If you are a trusted friend of a council, I will then be glad to allow you to enter.
Here is the seal of the Denegad Katasan.
And so you are a trusted friend of the... Enter.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan.
Your merchant congregation sways me very... His trust in you makes me stop and...
I seek a remedy. My cousin, as well as... We think that only Enon...
Really?
He told me that the only way to meet with your...
Judge your intention. But even if I should do this, for the path you seek to follow has only been... We must begin where everything begins.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on this...
And this cavern is guarded?
That is true. I hope you will prove that you understand this. Go now. Show it.
What can you tell me about...
We are
I see.
The heart.
What can you...
That heals.
Can you tell...
We do, and so that...
I must leave.
Qua.
You have spoken to Glendon as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water.
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. The High Kings and Queen, it is a trial.
Do you have any advice to give?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways. One way is through strength, but I know no more than this. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Good luck.
These beasts are feeding on that carcass. If only we could pour some seed in
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
I need a bit of practice.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
I need a bit of practice.
May the enlightened help us.
Look at the basin and the symbols around it. Given the islanders' taste for rituals and enigmas, I think you should touch the water.
The native witchcraft has raised its head again. You were shivering and had an absence.
Yes. I had enough.
What were you this?
I was in the sky. I was high up, and it was getting... I fell to the ground and spun. Suddenly I bounced on the ground. Then, just like before, the vision... On this stone, the sun is visible. The drawing on this stone makes... This drawing looks like an infant. Here this looks like a snowflake. This stone is adorned with the... This stone is blackened. This stone bears the image of a storm. Or perhaps the wind. This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tearfredi, and a face is drawn within it.
Bear tear to mud on Olmanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what is sealed deep within the cavern?
A face in the mountain.
Then you have seen the true face of the... You have given the blood of the animals that protected in the second room. You have... And in the end, you have forgotten the ritual and confronted the Guardian. You have sided with strength. But it rarely leads to wisdom.
Am I authorized to encounter Enon Milfrig?
If the High King agrees. Only a High King or...
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince them.
I do not know.
Is he hiding?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then, we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans. Here at the... There was Deirdre.
I fear that Queen Bladnid...
Yes, Deirdre is the Mal...
I've already met her.
That sounds... It is said that he is the chief...
Very well. I will go and...
Kwa'awalam said.
Karantz, I need to talk to you.
I'm listening, Sior.
Do you remember the mine ship?
Yes.
Even though these priests would make good allies against Dila, my mother, and she would have...
So you... Of course.
Karantz, do you need something?
I'm...
Hello, do you...
Not
what?
We were...
It is...
You would...
Because
Sior.
that...
Here's the stone we were looking for. It is destroyed. We can no longer decipher this. Strange, isn't it?
This stone was damaged on purpose. We will never know the precise terms of the agreement.
There may be a way. Promises in stone are a very ancient tradition. Those who want to make these agreements must turn to a keeper of promises. An artisan who makes the stone speak. There are but a few. We did not have one in our village before Karadeg's arrival. He must be the one who engraved this stone.
I thought you could not write.
The Donegada have a secret writing that the keepers of promises, those who want to see... Strange. It looks like no one's there, but the door's left open.
Empty. Everything is broken and turned upside down. Empty. A sculpted engraved stone. What happened here?
It seems like there was a fight.
It's as if someone wanted to meticulously...
The owner must have left in a hurry, taking a few things and just...
Unless someone else did this.
Do you know where he might be?
This engraved... He is Karadeg.
Let's go to Vic...
Bertir Tuma. You're very...
My name is...
You did what?
Well, look... Did you...
Hidden.
Do you...
He is...
What can you... There...
Many Harville is there.
What do you...
But is...
Tell...
But is...
Did you...
No, is...
I must...
What?
I'd like to speak. Bertir.
No,
Riz.
but... I can...
Yeah. Oi, Toig! Look at all this. Qua walemsek.
He's over there.
Signora! What?
Tell me.
What do
So-
they do?
We will...
It is with this tree.
No.
In that case, what do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions, and they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing.
What?
Tell me.
What do they do?
We would like to...
It is with this tree.
I understand your...
Renaix, you have returned.
I must go.
Renaix.
We would like to talk... In that... What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions, and they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to his end.
Signora. What do... Yes.
We...
Mother and I. You lied to us. You took us for Gala. Leave this village.
But... Bailey, you do...
We are... Thank you. Of course.
Us to you.
What's happening? Thank you.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in.
Hello, Doctor.
Yeah,
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue, blood at the corner of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. Strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
So, what do you think?
They didn't.
You're about...
I'm
No.
Have you not? Did they?
But if...
What?
No, yes,
hunt?
but
Well,
they...
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
we will look through. Listen, which elder? I will, and I...
The Vagigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Corsillon will be able to give some advice.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then, all of a sudden, one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay...
He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin...
By
yes, I was told not a soul came... I heard it...
And you... Do you?
No.
Why? But that... My cousin... that's...
Thank...
It's blocked. This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope that Omegad and your cousin survive the fight.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here. This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinomenal. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find. More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way. Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against?
May the enlightened protect you in this battle.
can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again, or something else? New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from? More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them? There are footprints. Only a handful made it up to here. The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Catisan.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridger lines close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense. And these rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here? These vials look familiar. Catasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again? Very well. Let some things perhaps, but we can. Let us.
colonials.
Decide.
A legate. Pardon my dismay. Captain Idris, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for Constantin d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of...
A governor? Here?
My cousin was part of an expedition. His men and his camp were attacked, but we found no trace of his body. Wounded and holding up somewhere.
Have you cast your suspicions in our... We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for... I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack... I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellent. The region is dangerous.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men.
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note.
And they are dead.
Explain yourself, Captain.
They were monitoring the zone. We have lost too many men yesterday.
And you didn't go and see for... You hear screams, sir...
So the last of my men give up then. You can think of me as a coward if you like.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back? I am convinced that you are hiding something from me.
And my answers... Anything else?
I know... I understand what you're feeling. The pain, the feeling of being abandoned by your... But if you know anything...
I don't know what to tell you, Excellency.
I can see how difficult your present situation is. I'm certain you haven't been paid. I cannot solve all of your problems.
A little gold would certainly... One of...
A survivor?
He wasn't able to sail. Our nurse sits with his wounds are extremely serious.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain.
Go and see the nurse. I can't take it anymore. Anything else?
I need to be going.
I would very much...
What are you doing there?
I know. I've come to see the wounded...
That is very kind of him.
What are you saying?
No, but I've been asking the captain for weeks. I no longer... And now that we have a wounded patient...
Do you know what type of remedy?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion.
I see.
Were you able to...
Yes, I was.
Give it to me.
Will he make it?
I hope so.
And if he survives?
Come back tomorrow at the same...
Very well.
See you soon.
I've heard stories of... It's unusual for us. It seems my tier... How can I help?
Katasak has disappeared. Would you have...
What? But my Tiern...
I don't know exactly what happened, but he took my cousin. Their escort was attacked. Decimated by...
And you believe that the Tiern... Your heart must beat in shadow to believe.
Wait. Perhaps they were wounded. And your master... We must find them at all costs.
Forgive me, Doneged.
There may be a... I found these vials of potion.
They could very well. No. They are not... I do not know this smell. Another Doneged must be implicated. Who would attack the what?
Yes. I sincerely...
When you have discovered...
Tell me...
They came with... I was told that I see...
What can you do?
Our village...
Can you tell me... I would like...
The balance...
I have to go. Hello, soldier.
Better.
I simply prepared the potion that... Could you tell me what happened?
I will try. We were posted up on the peak to follow when we heard sounds of fighting not far. Men were screaming. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and...
Constantine Katasak and...
Dozens of wild animals.
Flames?
I didn't... But I thought I saw another eye. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I came to when I heard voices of islands. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish. I dragged myself here.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They kill...
That's enough. Rest now.
Yes, it's best. I'll have a word with your captain.
Excellency, thank you.
Please. I did nothing.
Did you learn what you needed?
Yes. I was able to question. He and his company heard sounds of the... My cousin's escort were already nearly annihilated by animals. A strange sorcerer controlled them.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin...
Like you freed the scholars. Thank you again.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same.